Hello my royals, I'm DarkriseKnight. Welcome to Kirby's Return to Dream Land Deluxe. Gosh, when was this released? I don't remember actually. But it came out pretty early. Oh, no it didn't. Gosh, I wish I remembered when this game came out. But yeah, this is our new Let's Play. So let's dive into it, and I'll explain more later on. So, we will be playing File 2, because this was my own personal file. So, let's open file number 2. Would you like to connect to online? This will make your gameplay information visible to other players all over the world. We are not. You can change your internet settings under options in the mode selection screen. You can also change them in the Merry Magaland once it's unlocked by progressing further through the game. So yeah, this is locked for now. Of course, you can go to your options. Let's head to the main mode and story mode. But you can also see you have these past adventures. This just shows you what the adventures were, and even gives you a little overview of them. It only goes up to Triple Deluxe, but then it comes to his latest adventure, which was Kirby in the Forgotten Land. So that's interesting. But let's head over to story mode. The story begins not too long ago. It was another peaceful day in Dreamland. Well, as peaceful as it can be. Kirby was just trying to enjoy his strawberry shortcake while King Dedede and Bandana Waldy were just chasing after him. Meta Knight enjoyed his simple, quiet book. But all of a sudden, a mysterious portal opened in the sky. What came out from this portal? Everyone wondered. And suddenly they got their answer. A giant ship came out, losing gears all through the process, including some of its most important parts. Eventually, the ship crashed. Curious what the ship was, everyone rushed to find out what it was. Rushed to it. There, they found it. And it even opened up for them. Being ever the brave hero he was, Kirby entered the ship. On that ship, they met a certain interesting little creature. The captain seemed to be alright, but the ship, the same could not be said. Losing all 120 of its gears, and even many major components of it, it could no longer fly. Seeing this creature in distress, Kirby offered to help. Suggesting the idea, he can go reclaim everything that was stolen or broken off. Others, even King Dedede, Bandana Waldy, and Meta Knight, even agreed to help. The creature, delighted, told them where they could find every missing piece. In fact, one was really nearby. So, their destination locked, they left to go collect the missing items. And thus, our adventure begins! Also, that's just how I interpret the story. You can interpret it however you want. But we get our first area. Venturing with Magalore, a visitor named Magalore has dropped out of the blue and landed on planet Popstar. He's ready to lend a helping hand during your adventure. He'll give you potions that double your stamina and can save you from falling down holes. This can also activate Auto Swallow for Kirby. Would you like for Helper Magalore to help while you play? You can change your Helper Magalore or Auto Swallow settings at any time in the plus or minus menu. I want to know, this was a feature that was added to this game, but you really don't need it. This game is not that hard. Well, let's go back to the ship. which is now name-dropped, the Lore Star Cutter. Enter on in, and you can talk to Magolor. Hey Kirby. So, you haven't seen any huge spaceship parts laying around, have you? As you probably noticed, when my Star Cutter crashed here in Dreamland, a bunch of stuff broke off and went flying every which way. The oars, the wings, there are 5 very important parts that have all gone missing. I also lost all 120 of my energy spheres. My poor ship is in shambles. Anyway, I'm going to stay here and try to repair the lore as best as I can. But I could sure use some help tracking down those missing parts. So, yeah. That is what our job is, to track down the missing parts of the ship. And let's go. So let's enter stage level 1, Cookie Country. Pump. Hi. And here we go. Stage 1. We have 3 gears we need to find. Play together at any place or time by sharing Joy-Con controllers. Yes, up to 4 people can play together. You can play as some of Kirby's friends. So, yeah. Drop in or out whenever you want with the touch of a button. Press any button to play together. Hold down Y to drop out. If your controller won't connect, enter the controller section of the plus or minus pause menu to register the controller. So yeah, up to 4 people can play, and you can play as either Kirby or some of his friends. Simple B. Swallow. Press B again to spit out. Double tap the left stick to run, and you just saw Kirby's main ability. The copy ability. Kirby can also float through the air, but he will blow out the puff of air once he lands. And we have our first copy ability here. Press the plus menu and you can get this. Don a green hat with your sword in hand, spin slash, do a sword dive with your finishing strike. It's all about the flourish. So, these will tell you exactly how you need to perform any of these abilities. Press B, then, and you also get a basic thing of what's missing, how many energy spheres, and of course the controller. And of course this shows you the run. And of course the floating mechanic. So, this is kind of something that's been known, but Kirby's sword form is kind of based on Link. It's based on his latest adventure, and his latest one, when this game originally came out for the Wii, was Skyward Sword. But we're done with this. Just hit Y and you lose the ability. Let's go with the new one, Fire! Feel the heat of hot flame techniques. Like fuses, climb walls, fireball climb, get fired up with a secret move, Fireball Inferno. So, fire is more your continual damage move. And in fact is combined with one of the abilities in older games called Burning. And here's our collectible. Energy spheres are scattered across the land. Try to find all the hidden ones. There we go. So they mentioned a special technique, Fireball Inferno. this is that. Just let him walk into you, and there you go. There we go. Drop the ability. And get back your fire. So fire is your more like a continual stream of damage, and sword is just your basic sword ability. Now, a lot of Kirby games have special gimmicks to them as well. This had these. You don't need to absorb them, you just need to defeat them. Packing pure destruction power. It's a super ability. Its name, Ultra Sword. It destroys everything in its path, even the ground. Just hit B. And you destroy anything that has stars on it. The sword will change every time you use it. In fact, this was so destructive, they changed his Final Smash and Super Smash Bros. To be this ability. Because they want every Final Smash to be like a certain, like, pack a certain punch. And his original one didn't have that, so they changed it to this. And with every Ultra ability, you get this. That wall's coming too close to you, just spit stuff back at it. So I believe this thing is called Ultra Space. I don't remember exactly what it's called, or if it even gets named. But just know, you gotta get through this to get some more energy spheres. So that's what we're doing. Again, if the wall's too close, you can shoot stars back at it. And here we go. You could choose two abilities. I'm going to go with sword for this. And here we go. Our first boss, Spear Doomer. Press plus. You get to read about it. A super ability helped you enter this strange space, and a Spear Doomer has flown in from a different dimension as well. It won't let you seal the energy of the spears, so brace for an attack. Just go at it. These guys are very simple, and just like that, you get all the energy spheres here. Grab your maximum tomato and just leave. And there you go. Here's the end of the stage for level 1. Now, you got a special minigame. Hit it at the lowest point, and your goal is to reach 1. Now, I believe with Go games, there is a secret. If you get 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you get something special. And now, we can move on to level 2. Let's go. Oop, new ability. New ability that entered from this game. Leaf. Time to dance. The leaf dance creates a gorgeous swirl of razor sharp leaves. Press L or R to guard and you vanished. So they're not wrong. This is more continuous damage like fire, but has more powerful attacks as well. but it does kind of have only a few attacks to just really call itself good. But they mentioned a leaf guard. You are impervious to damage if you use that. Now, leaf can be good if you are doing like the arena. But this game brought in some new abilities that I think perform way better than leaf. But you actually do want to have something that is sharp, like say, cutter. Cut through ropes with the blade of a well-aimed boomerang. Aim it upward or down, or hold it to charge up for a hyper boomerang. You can't control where it goes. Fortunately, cutter isn't that all impressive. You can do a cutter combo, which allows you to do some moves that are up close, but not that big a fan of cutter in my opinion. There we go. Remember, don't always go into a door. Check around an area. Be sure to check every area thoroughly. You never know what could be there. And here we have another mechanic. It's just a cannon. It can break through silver blocks, which Kirby can't break unless he has a special ability to. Whoops! And I lost cutter. That tells me to slow down a bit. There we go. You want to make sure you get it all the way over here to get the energy sphere. And that is one. So you're free to move on. Let's go. Needle is next. Prick your foes with a thorny jab. Really stick it to them. Roll from a dash to bring the pain with a rolling needle. This is not good. There's some move. There's this that gives it range, but you have to shake the controller. It's really not all that impressive. I enjoy Needle a lot more in Forgotten Land. What is this? It's a secret area. Look for stuff like that. And here we go, invincible candy. Enemies are no problem, just move on through. I actually want to be fast. Don't go through that door yet, you might miss this. There's the door. Run past all those abilities. And try to free this guy as fast as you can. There we go. Now drop your ability immediately. If there's ever a mini-boss, you want their ability. Here we go. And with that, I was going to say with that, we can finish that level 2. Go game. 4. And 5 stars. And we can move on to level 3. Oh. Merry Magaland is now open. Magalore has built an amusement park on a distant planet. It's filled with attractions and souvenirs. You can visit it at any time by pressing X. Let's go on to stage 3. Merry Magaland is interesting. Oh, there's Spark. Oh yeah, every 100 stars you get a 1-up. Get to here. And we got a cave level this time. Ah, Spark. Spark is super interesting. It is a constant field of damage. But has been given more stuff. It has taken on the form of plasma as well. Remember, don't go to doors. Check every area thoroughly. I actually do like Spark. It is a... You kind of want to keep the shield up at all times, but even if you don't... You basically have a move that just takes care of like things in like a few hits. Not bad ability. I can see why some people wouldn't like it, considering the only range you get from it is, well, that. This guy. Move on. Oh. Got a new ability. Beam! Oh, fun fact. This is actually the creator of Kirby's, Masahiro Sakurai's favorite ability. In this game, I can definitely see why. Because there's some strategy for the first boss that I found out. And hoo boy, is that a fun strategy to use if you know what it is. There's that gear. There we go. Go up here. By the way, this is kind of the strategy for it's this. There we go. Go up here. Dodge the spikes. And make sure none of your abilities actually go on spikes. Ooh, we got a race. If your abilities ever land on spikes. Oh no! That sort of happens just... Yeah. Don't worry, this race is still winnable even if you don't have an ability, but you can pretty easily get one. You immediately get fire. Now we just wait. There we go. Oh. Here we go. So this ability right here is one of the new abilities for the Deluxe. It appeared in Star Allies, but it made a return here. The festival ability is here new. Now Pop Stars feel Deluxe. Bam bam, tooty toot. Time to make merry with friends. Everybody dance. So this is only one move. Nice. It's one of those one-shot abilities. But with more people, it becomes stronger. Or you get a different pose. There we go. Here we go. There we go. With us getting through most of level 1. And, well, this being important, I say next time on Kirby Return Dream Land Deluxe, we hit up stage 4 and whatever this is. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.